Made in Canada.
Never in a million years would I thought it would come from Canada.
Exported to the other side of the world.
As a cartel, they'll be looking at what is the easiest way to get it to New Zealand.
Canada has become the #1 exporter of methamphetamine to New Zealand and Australia. CTV National News Investigative Unit W5 returns tomorrow with a 1-hour expose on how this happened, from cartels in our country to biker gangs in the South Pacific. Host Avery Haines follows the pipeline, and Avery joins us this morning for a look at this investigation. Avery, thanks so much for joining us. Now, most Canadians would be shocked to know that we're a major exporter of meth to the Pacific. What did you find out here?
Good morning, Ken. I was shocked when I first started investigating it as well. I had to keep checking over the numbers because it just didn't make sense, because we just don't hear about this in Canada. They sure know about it in New Zealand, though. The two largest meth busts in New Zealand's history both originated in Canada, in beer and in maple syrup. And so when we looked at the numbers and saw that it wasn't just those two busts, over the last 4 years, nowhere else on earth has supplied more meth than Canada in New Zealand.
So how is it getting smuggled out of our country all the way there?
Just about every way you can imagine, and it goes through different trends. The largest shipments, so when we're talking about tons of meth getting from Canada to New Zealand, it's going by sea, by air a lot. Just in August, they had 134 kilos found in machinery on an air cargo flight from Vancouver. It's going through the mail. I mean, it really is. They're finding all kinds of ways to get it there. And you might wonder why. Why would they bother taking this massive route, some 20,000 kilometers away from Canada, literally on the other side of the world? And the reason is money. There's no more lucrative place to get meth than New Zealand. In Mexico, meth costs $500 a kilo. In Canada, it's about $10,000. In New Zealand, it goes for $300,000. So this really does come down to dollars.
Wow. Now, there's a new story on our website today talking about a confrontation that you had with the Hells Angels in New Zealand. Can you talk us through how that happened?
Well, the other thing I learned that I didn't know before is that New Zealand has the highest per capita gang membership of just about anywhere else in the world. There are dozens of biker gangs, and they're responsible for distributing the meth once it gets into the country. So there's the honeybees, the killer bees, there's the headhunters, Black Power, Mongrel Mob, and also Hells Angels. And there had just recently been a raid at a Hells Angels headquarters, and this was in a sort of suburban neighborhood. We just went to take some shots of the clubhouse, which was walled off with a big gate and security cameras everywhere. And we figured everyone had been arrested because they put the president, the vice president, and the sergeant at arms all behind bars for meth distribution. And somebody came charging out and not so politely asked me to leave, which we did.
Okay. Now, you also have a rare interview with the head of the RCMP's organized crime unit. What did he have to say about cartels in Canada?
Well, I was shocked by this because you may remember earlier this year, the Canadian government declared 7 foreign cartels as terror entities. And that was on the heels of the U.S. government doing the same thing. And I think a lot of people thought we were just sort of following in their lead. The chief superintendent of organized crime with the RCMP confirmed that the reason why they were declared terror organizations is that each of those cartels are actively committing crimes in Canada.
Wow. It is explosive investigation that is upcoming. Avery, thank you so much for your work, and thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you, Kent.
So Avery Haines investigates. Cartel Canada airs on CTV, CTV.ca, the CTV app, and the CTV YouTube channel tomorrow at 7 o'clock.